So I saw in the news a couple of days ago about this is something that I wondered about. I forget how long ago, and why it's not done or anything like that. You usually see it around the holidays. You see these ads for the SPCA and for homeless veterans and stuff like that to give donations to, and you start seeing all these commercials for donations and stuff like that. And you see it with kids a lot too, representing kids and everything like that, mentoring kids and bringing them in with the whole big sister, big brother program and all that kind of thing and everything. But I want in sponsorship of people and everything like that. Sponsorship is what I'm talking about. I saw on the news the other day that they're thinking about doing that for homeless now, giving people an opportunity to sponsor homeless people and bring them into their homes and stuff like that. But see, the big problem is with the way they want to do it and everything like that. They still want to profit off it. They don't ever want to do something to just help people. And with all the money that this state generates in the state of Florida, it's ridiculous. I just saw what made me start looking at all this was the boat show was in town this weekend. Saw it on the news and stuff. And so they kept talking about that the boat show apparently brings in a billion with a B, $1 billion into the economy. And so I started Googling stuff on how much money the state brings in from that, and how much the state brings in from tourism, how much they bring in from toll roads and stuff. And this state is making a killing. They are making a whopping fortune in money coming in revenue and stuff like that. And I think the state of Florida only has maybe 30,000, I think, maybe not even that much, homeless people in the whole state. But back to the whole sponsorship of bringing homeless people into the people homes and stuff like that. They want to bring them in sort of like I said, where you sponsor a child, big brother, big sister program and stuff. And I mentioned this, I forget when I thought about this. It had to be last year or something, or a year before or something like that. But it's the first time I saw it, that's why I remembered it. And it's just ridiculous how they want to do it. I don't know what the program is or anything like that, or how they want to run it, but the way they were talking about it on the news, it just seems ridiculous. And it's typical of how it comes with homelessness and stuff like that. They want to perceive to the public like, yes, at least we're making attempts, we're trying to do something, but the whole time they're looking at ways, well, how can we profit off of this? We'll take it to the public and make it look like we give a shit, make it look like we're doing something, and but we really don't, and they really don't. That's why I do these videos. I started doing these videos again about people too that are homeless and stuff like that. You got to do it yourself. You just have to do it yourself, and I'm sure many of you do it. That are out there living on the streets and living in vehicles and stuff like that. You just got to do it for yourself and get off the street yourself, because there's no care. They're still talking about this COVID crap, and it's still hindering places and stuff like that. And you know, they always say, even before COVID, they always say we don't have beds, we don't have beds, we don't have beds. They always said that. And then when COVID kicked in, and then it made it, now it's more believable. Well, we can only bring in so many people. We can only do this. You weren't doing shit for people in the first place. You weren't doing anything for them before. And it's a shame. You know, when you go around, you see people sleeping on the street. You see them sleeping on park benches. You see them sleep. Now, you notice how they did with the bus benches and stuff like that. They there's a term that they use for them. I forget what it is, but they put them bars in the middle so homeless people can't sleep on them, stuff like that. Fort Lauderdale is notorious for being a piece of shit when it comes to the homeless people. They don't care. You know, they're busting up camps and rummaging through, tearing up people's lives and stuff like that, instead of trying to helping people. And the other thing I mentioned too before in earlier videos, when I was out there and stuff like that, and I brought it up to people about how they don't, you know, they go around, or they do this little bit of thing when it's hot out or something like that. They do it one day. You got all these case managers and these people from the homeless, and these people, they go out there and they go to a dollar store, and they get a whole bunch of supplies and they bring it to somebody, but they don't want to talk to you. They don't want to hear your story or anything like that, because they don't want to hang out with you or anything like that. They don't want to get to know you. They just want to, here, we did something nice for you. Here's a bottle of water. It cost us $4 to put this bag together for you. And people look at it like, well, at least they're doing something. Nah, bullshit. You know what? You ain't doing nothing for somebody. You know, you're not doing anything for somebody. you're going to the dollar store. You're making hundreds of thousands of dollars that these nonprofits are taking in. I've mentioned it in a video a couple weeks ago about the salaries of some of these CEOs of these nonprofits and what they're making: $300,000, $274,000, $200,000. These are CEOs of these nonprofits that are specifically for the underprivileged and the homeless and everything like that. And they admit it, it's a business. Why should we have to shut our business doors? That tells you right there. Just watch my videos. I haven't given up on anybody that's out there or anything like that. I'm trying to do these videos to share my experience, how I got through it, what I did to get through it, and hopefully somebody takes these ideas and they go do it too. They go to the library and they learn something instead of watching movies that these on YouTube and stuff like that. I came across people, I think one or two people that were out there in my area, and they're waiting for the disability check. They said it's going to be 2 years, so you're going to stay out on the street for 2 years until you get a disability check of $400, $500 a month, or I forget what they get, or something like that, $1,000. So you're going to stay out on the street and do that. To each their own. Hey, if that's what you want to do, but you can't do it. I mean, now the winter time's coming. It don't get cold down here or anything like that, and the rain. Well, it's not really rainy season anymore, but there are times where it gets cold out there. There are some cold nights and stuff, and many of them out there have struggled, and they've been out there for years doing it, and they've been doing it. But go to the library, learn something, learn tech. There's a whole lot of tech sites or anything like that. If you got comments or questions or something like that, hit me up in the comments section, and I'll get back to you pretty quick. Because I'm back and forth on my YouTube channel and my other social media things. I'm trying to start entrepreneur stuff. A lot of times when I'd sit when I was living in my vehicle and stuff on weekends and stuff, especially Sundays, I didn't have anywhere to go and stuff. And when the stores were closed and stuff, I used to sit in there and I used to think of all these ideas. I used to think of all this kind of stuff. I used to come up with ways. I used to create Twitter pages and stuff like that. Try to create brands. Try to create some kind of side hustle. I created T-shirts and stuff like that. I created GoFundMe accounts, and I was always on there every single day on the social media sites, updating, plugging it, doing my my marketing and stuff like that, trying to get the word out. Hopefully somebody sees it and stuff like that, and try to. And I did have a few people send me some money and stuff like that and communicate with me. They didn't do a whole lot, but they'd send me a little bit of money or stuff like that, $10, $20, and stuff like that on GoFundMe. Back when COVID first started happening, that's when everybody was in a giving mood and stuff. Now nobody's in a giving mood and all that kind of thing. But the thing with GoFundMe is tough is that when they see the word homeless in it, they kind of stay away from it. The other thing I learned too is from not homeless, other homeless GoFundMes, but from other GoFundMe sites that I've seen, it seems to do better if somebody else sets it up, and they do the raising. Somebody else is trying to set up the site saying, I'm trying to raise money for this person, I'm trying to raise money for that. And that's when I actually thought about this thing. So why is nobody doing fundraising for homeless? I mean, they send it to these churches, they send it to these nonprofit agencies, they send it to the shelters, they donate to these shelters and stuff like that. Let's get away from that. Let's shut these shelters down. Let's shut these nonprofits down. Let's put these churches out of business and stuff like that. And let's just do it on our own. Let's just do it for each other and just get off the street and show, hey, look, we don't need you. We're doing it on our own, and go from there. They flood the numbers anyway because they get funding. So as long as they keep people coming and going and stuff in those shelters and everything, it makes it look like we're doing something. That they're doing something. They're not doing nothing for you. So hit me up with comments in the thing about how to go about it. If you have any questions or anything like that, hit me up in the comments, and I'll get back to you pretty quick. Hell, I may even get back to you that day. But you gotta put the word out. Don't be ashamed of your situation. I didn't care. I looked at it like, look, I'm in this situation. I need help. I don't care. I'm just gonna put it out there and let people know. I've done videos every single day. If you go back and look at my older videos on my channel and see, what I went through and stuff like that, and how I described my daily events and everything of what I was going through and everything like that, I didn't care. I put the word out. I just did videos every single day. So put the word out. Don't worry about going to your case manager. Don't worry about hanging out at churches and all this other kind of crap. They're not going to do anything for you. So I can't stress it enough. Hit me up in the comments. Ask me questions or anything like that. How do I do this? How do I do that? If you need research or something like that, or you want to find out about something, hit me up in that, and I'll Google it for you. And if I can put the information in the comments, I'll put the information in the comments for you. I'll tag your name to it, look it up, and I'll do the research for you to try to help you get off the street. But I look at it this way: like, they're not going to do anything for you. If I can at least help one person a week, even if I help one person a week, get off the streets or get them into a better situation or something like that from things that I did, and it helps them or anything like that, then I'm doing my part. I'm doing a lot more than most of them are doing. Just because they put you in a shelter for a week or 2 weeks, I've talked about the job situation when they put you in shelters and they want you to get jobs, and then they make it tough for you when you do get a job. They put restrictions on you saying you got to get a gate pass, or you can't get out, or you show up 5 minutes late because the bus didn't show up or anything like that, and now they won't let you in for the night because you're coming home from work, and all that bullshit that they put you through. So let me help you get off the streets as best as I can with what I can do to help you. And if I have to research something or Google something for you, or put the link in the comments for you, and then whenever you go to the library or something like that, or wherever you go, if you do have a laptop or you do have a mobile device or something like that that you can use, I can tell you how to do things and really help you get off the streets using technology. So don't forget, hit me up. Stay safe out there and stay focused.